We now have over 6% of our audience coming from Japan. Konnichiwa. Welcome to an all-star Ohtani Tuesday, for goodness sakes. The best player in the game has as big of a stage as he's been afforded at this point in his career, and that's because the Anaheim Angels are a bumbling, stumbling group of baseball players as you can find. I mean, historically, they've always been a little bit cursed. They've always been off the main stage. It's the Anaheim frickin' Angels. The amount of no one caring about the Anaheim Angels so dwarfs the amount of people who actually care about the Anaheim Angels that tonight, a lot of people, let's face it, are going to be seeing Shohei Ohtani for the very first time this baseball season, which is a crime unto itself. The talk about the trade that Anaheim needs to make is certainly heating up. I've read about it in all kinds of places. And look, here's all you can say about Shohei Ohtani's. He's in the middle now of his 6th year with the Angels, okay? In 6 years with the Angels, you can forget about reaching the playoffs. You can forget about disappointing in the playoffs. You can't even get there. In Shohei Ohtani's 6 years now in Anaheim, this season included, the team is yet to finish above 500. This is a team with Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. I mean, how can you have two vast resources of baseball power and just squander them completely? You can't even get above 500 with Shohei Ohtani, the greatest player on the planet, and Mike Trout, who until Shohei Ohtani showed up was the other greatest player on the planet, and you can't even go above 500? That's disgraceful. So it's time for the Anaheim Angels to look themselves in the mirror and say, what are we going to do with this guy at the trade deadline? And I'll tell you, the team is telling the Angels what it should do. They've lost 9 of 10 going into the break. You know, the team needs to come to terms with the reality that it faces. They can either trade Shohei Ohtani now for the haul of the century, or they can let the best player on planet baseball walk for nothing. I don't want to hear about how Artie Moreno is losing sleep and he doesn't know how he doesn't want his name to go down with former owners of the Red Sox as being the guy who traded Babe Ruth. Well, look, so don't trade Babe Ruth for the couple $100,000 that you're going to open up an off-Broadway play with. This is not a no-Nanette for Babe Ruth situation. This could be finally revamping your entire baseball team because you're trading one of the greatest resources of all time that you cannot figure out a way to use. A smart baseball team is about to trade Shohei Ohtani. No one's about to accuse the Anaheim Angels of being a smart baseball team. So we'll see what they actually do. I mean, here's what they got. As a hitter, Shohei Ohtani leads the majors in slugging percentage, and on base plus slugging, he leads the majors in home runs, I believe, and RBI, or if he's off that RBI path, it's by 1 or 2 runs driven in. And as a pitcher, he leads an opponent batting average. You know, do you want Aaron Judge and Garrett Cole all rolled into one player? Because you kind of got that.